Hey gang, it's JC and this is your Daily Dose for Monday, May 17th, 2010. A cooperative venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. We are kicking off our new design today here at jc'sdailydose.com. It should be much easier for you to find things that you're looking for now. Go to the top of the page at the tabs there. You can look at the archives, at the eye candy, the video village, the Wayback Machine. Also, if you want to contact me, you can do it there. And then right below here on the Daily Dose, you find the daily features. And we are going to be adding some new stuff in about a week. We'll tell you about that later on this week. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm holding in my hand right now a copy of the May 14th, 2010 edition of Ladue magazine. And you open it up there, the annual readers poll took place. And you are talking, ladies and gentlemen, there it is right there. You are talking to St. Louis's second most favorite radio personality behind Guy Phillips. It's great news for Guy. Not such good news for Charlie Brennan and Dave Glover. You see, they have radio shows and I don't, but they finished behind me in the readers poll. Sorry, guys. Of course, I've explained it before. I'll explain it again. It was sort of like what happened with the St. Louis Blues a couple years ago. And they started selling off all their players, and then it became obvious that Bill Laurie was getting ready to sell the team, so he was trying to strip the company, if you will, of anything that was, costing him a lot of money, makes the company appear more profitable and therefore more attractive for somebody who's interested in buying. Similar situation. They pulled the plug on the old show back at the old station 6 months ago. President of the company is now trying to take the company private. So it took a little while for us to figure out what was up, but with a little creative bookkeeping, you can sort of hide the money, put it on the books for last year. They're still paying me, and legally this is about really all I'm allowed to do. So here we are having a great time at jc'sdailydose.com. Let's get started here. Another person who is asked all the time, gosh, when are you coming back, is the former knockout, super sexy anchor at Channel 5, Jasmine Huda. We were at La Russo's Cucina over the weekend, ran into Jasmine there. She'll be back on the air in August as an anchor and reporter. Does that mean somebody at Channel 4 is going to be let go? Well, we'll keep our eye on that. She's very sweet, though. All right, national news. 60 Minutes last night. Did you see that story about the guy on the oil rig down there in the Gulf? Man, Scott Pelley wins an Emmy for that thing last night. Over the weekend, BP inserted a mile-long rubber stop into the hole to try to plug it. It was the same method they used in California to try to stop the Octomom. All right, TV tonight on NBC. It's the second to the last Law and Order episode. Gunsmoke is safe. It's going to continue to hold the record for the longest primetime drama. All Law and Order had to do is stay on another year, but they're pulling the plug on it. So now Law and Order fans will have to be satisfied by the 4,000 episodes they run on cable every week. In the meantime, Fox canceled the Wanda Sykes show. However, Fox still has plenty of comedy. Just tune into their news channel. Juan Carlos Cruz. Do you know this guy? Do you watch the Food Network? He's the calorie commando on the Food Network. Arrested last week for trying to hire two homeless guys to kill his wife. He told them, I just want you to go up to her from behind and bam! And the homeless guy said, bam, isn't that Emerald? They're like, no, that's the last time I ever tried to hire homeless people to kill anybody. All right, Dr. Conrad Murray, Michael Jackson's doctor. So he's on a flight over the weekend from Houston to Phoenix, and some woman just passes right out, and they're not able to revive her. So it's like something out of a movie. They come on the intercom. It's like, is there a doctor on the plane? Well, here comes Dr. Conrad Murray, and people are like, oh, Jesus, here we go. Of course, he looks at her and puts on one glove. And Michael Jackson's doctor. Anyhow, he gets the plane's medicine kit out and revives the woman. And she's going to be okay. He was exhausted afterwards. The beverage cart came by, and he said, I'll take a propofol on the rocks. Saturday Night Live, I was telling you how much I disliked that Betty White show. She was good. She was fabulous. But the writing was atrocious. Well, just as bad as the writing was on that Betty White episode, that's how good it was on the season finale over the weekend. Outstanding writing. But the question is, what happened to Daryl Hammond? I didn't hear any sort of official notification or any sort of press release that he's no longer with the show, but he's not in the intro anymore, and he wasn't on stage for the curtain call. What happened to Daryl Hammond? We'll try to find out. Maybe he's done. All right, now, if you eat at Subway and you order a footlong, everything's fine. if you eat somewhere else and you order a footlong, the guy selling those footlongs is in a lot of trouble because Subway has had it with other sandwich shops selling footlongs. So they're actually sending out legal cease and desists to those restaurants and sandwich shops and stuff like that. So one guy comes along and says, you sent me one of these things, but I've been selling footlong hot dogs for like 40 years. You can't stop me from doing that. And Subway's lawyers go, all right, as long as it's a hot dog, you can sell a footlong, but you can't if you're selling sandwiches. Otherwise, Jared will come and sit on you because he's heavy again. Have you seen him? He's not skinny anymore, so I don't know what the deal is there either. All right, let's talk about the Cardinals, although I would prefer not to. We're not in first place anymore. They were 10 games over 500. I don't know if you saw the story already today, but Tony La Russa says Brendan Ryan goes to utility as opposed to a starter. So with Felipe Lopez being reactivated, Brendan Ryan has lost his starting job, at least for right now. So this all started in Philadelphia when that kid ran out of the field and got tasered. That's exactly when the Cardinals' fate switched and they started losing all the games. So all I can say is I'm not recommending it, but it would be nice if somebody ran out onto the field here at Busch Stadium, got tasered, and somehow maybe that would reset the karma and everything go back to normal. But we got to undo this whole thing. All right, again, our new design of jc'sdailydose.com here today. And because it is Monday, we are also updating all of our features. We have a new Wayback Machine for you today. Whitey Herzog is going into the Hall of Fame in Cooperstown later this summer, but back in the 80s, he was selling replacement windows with his wife. She's in the commercial too. So you get a chance to see that on JC's Wayback Machine. Also, the Video Village has been updated, and back in the late 80s, it was me on the set with the lovely Deanne Lane. Wait till you see the hair. Wait till you see my hair. Also, Dick Ford was there too. We did a story about Daffy Duck and Bruce Springsteen. I want to repeat that. No, I'm not going to repeat it. Anyhow, that's the thing. So you go back and look at some old late 80s footage of me on Channel 5 doing the entertainment stuff. All right, JC's Eye Candy today. I took a CPR class, I don't know, it was like 15 years ago. I don't remember it looking anything like this, guys. You can check that out. All right, now tomorrow, NBC apparently has, sort of accidentally on purpose leaked their new fall schedule and also what shows they're canceling, so we're going to have that for you. Also, this guy in Croatia, I think it's safe to say, it's not an exaggeration, that this guy has cheated death 7 times. Wait till you hear what he's up to now. And also, we're kicking off something new tomorrow, Celebrity Tuesday, and I'll explain what that is tomorrow. Remember the old joke, how do you keep a Pollock in suspense? I'll tell you tomorrow. And we're going back to 60s Pollock jokes on the old south side of Chicago. All right, so enjoy the new website design here at jc'ontheline.com. As we said, we have lots more very, very cool things coming. We're going to be adding 2 things next week, as a matter of fact. In the meantime, that's your Daily Dose for Monday, May 17th, 2010, a cooperative venture with Mind Active in beautiful downtown Brentwood. And in the meantime, we've beaten this one to death. Have a good one. See you later. Bye.